Nikki here, friendly neighborhood registered massage therapist in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, coming at you live inside the art of building a successful massage practice. You will have to excuse me, I am battling a pretty vicious head cold right now, so I'm a little hoarse and congested. I apologize. I'm Nikki. I'm a graduate of the Rock Your Massage Practice Academy program, which is the 8-week business coaching program designed specifically for massage therapists, and that is run by Rebecca Diaz-Avedo, who created this group. How many of you made it to her mapping your 6-figure massage practice event on the weekend? That was awesome. I was able to catch a couple sessions. I love watching her in action. So much just invaluable knowledge and completely free. Like, how rad is that? So if you're tuning in live, comment below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're catching the replay, comment below, #replay. Excuse me, this cold it's been a wild ride. Okay. Today, I want to talk about your rates. You know, this is like my favorite topic to talk about is money. So today I want to talk about money. Specifically, I want to talk about low overhead, which is something that I hear a lot from a lot of you massage therapists, and it needs to stop. It is nonsense. It is shenanigans. So what do I mean by this? I find that a lot of massage therapists are basically constantly looking for excuses to undercharge. Like, you undercharge and then you back it up with all of these reasons that sound good, but to me it's not a good reason at all. I don't think there's any good reason to undercharge. Why are you arguing against your own success? It's like you're striving for mediocrity, and I just don't understand it. So some of the excuses that I hear of why therapists don't need to charge, not even premium pricing, but like charging enough to get by. Some of the excuses I hear are my rent is cheap. I don't have a lot of expenses. If you've actually looked at your expenses, I don't think that that's actually true. I have a ton of expenses. I work from home. That's a big one. We're going to talk about that because I work from home. A lot of people undercharge because they work from home. And here's a big one. I'm mobile, so I don't pay rent. Yes, you do. Not in the traditional commercial rental space way, but you do have expenses. So I want to talk about that. I see way too many massage therapists undercharging because of this myth of low overhead, and it's not even accurate, and it's you're breaking down your bodies and you're killing yourselves just to barely make ends meet, and it doesn't have to be that way, and I don't want that for you. I've seen some massage therapists move their practice location. So I've heard of a lot of people who maybe they're renting a space and then they decide to close that and work from home or move to a different location. And then they lower their rates because of that change. So let's say they're charging $100 an hour at this space that they're renting. And then they close down, open up a home practice and say, well, I'm working from home now. My expenses have dropped, so I'm only going to charge $80 an hour. That to me is bananas. You already have established clientele willing to pay you what you were charging, and now you're going to drop that? No. Most businesses, when they get a cut in expenses, they cut it out of their bottom line and they get to keep the profit. That's a good thing. Too many therapists say, well, my expenses went down, which they probably almost certainly did not. And then they dial back their rates to justify it, to be like, well, I'm not spending as much, so I guess I can earn less. No, you want to earn as much as you can while spending little on your expenses. That's business. That's how businesses thrive. And if you're working for yourself, you are a business owner and you need to get really skilled at the business part. And that's what this group is all about. So I just want to get something clear. Low overhead, typically a good thing. You do need to invest in your practice. You don't want to go cheap everywhere. I invested in business coaching from the get-go, and it honestly changed my life. And I think that is an absolutely valuable investment. Best investment I've made in my career. I think everybody should do it. I think it's bananas that more people don't do it. Ideally, we want to save where we can on our business expenses. Like, that makes sense. But here's the problem. Most massage therapists I find are not fully factoring in the actual cost of running their business. And I'm looking at you specifically, mobile therapists, and my fellow home-based massage therapists, people like me. I have a home-based practice. I work right here in my home. And look, the commute can't be beat. It's really conveniently located for me. And the tax write-offs are pretty sweet. I get to write off all kinds of home expenses that I was going to have anyway, so that's nice. But make no mistake, I have loads of expenses. When I opened my home practice in 2018, my home insurance company refused to cover me. So they actually fired me. I had to find another home insurance company, and I had to pay them more. So that's an added expense. Then because I own my house, my property taxes skyrocketed when MPAC, which is the Municipal Property Assessment Corporation here in Toronto, when they got word that I was working from home, they categorized my house as a commercial space, and that comes with a hefty price tag. So my property taxes skyrocketed. So that's a business expense that I would not have if I didn't work from home. So that's something that you have to think about. There's also been a dramatic increase in my use of utilities since I started working from home. So my water and electrical bills have never been higher. I have a table warmer on my massage table that pretty much runs all the live long day, especially here in Canada. We have long, cold winters. I have a hot towel cabbie that I keep running all day. Anything that creates heat, that generates heat, uses a lot of electricity. And also, before I hired a laundry service, I was doing 8 loads of laundry per week in my house just for my massage linens. So that's a lot of water. That's a lot of energy. I like to keep my house pretty cold when I'm not working. And when I am working, I have to turn up the heat. So heat, gas, water, electricity, the lights, it all just went up and up and up. You can tell when I take a couple weeks off, all of those utilities bills drop. So those are added costs, and those are costs that I wouldn't have if I didn't work from home. So you have to factor those in. Excuse me, I apologize, I have a cold. And this is also really important. The fact that I've reserved an entire room in my house solely for massaging. I live in Toronto. Houses here are not very big. Like, every square foot of a home in Toronto is really, really valuable. If I weren't working from home, I could be using that room for any number of other purposes. I could have a home gym, which is probably what I would do if I weren't working from home. But because I don't have a home gym, I have a gym membership that costs me hundreds of dollars a month. I could use it as like a guest bedroom. I could create a jungle gym for my cats if I wanted to. I could have a walk-in closet. I could even rent it out if I wanted, and then I could generate money from it. So I think there's value in that room alone, and the fact that I'm using it for work, that I'm setting it aside for work, that is value that I should get paid for. That is an expense. So yeah, that little room, my room is only like 7.5 by 13 feet. It's been quite costly, and I'm not even including the $17,000 renovation I just did in the fall. So that room has value. I've chosen to use it for work. That's a choice that I make, and I'm happy with that decision, but that doesn't make the room any less valuable just because it's conveniently located for me. If I weren't using that room, I would be renting a room elsewhere, and that would be an expense. So either way, I have expenses. It's just the location is a little different. So should I drop my rates and be a cheaper massage therapist just because I'm not renting a commercial space? Hell no, absolutely not. That is ridiculous. The value that I provide does not diminish just because of the location of where I'm working. Excuse me. I work from home. I'm one of the most expensive massage therapists that I know. I live in one of the lowest income neighborhoods in the city, and I am completely surrounded by competition. If you do a Google search on Google Maps for massage therapists in my area, they're everywhere. I'm not even the only massage therapist on my street. There's an established clinic a 5-minute walk from my house right around the corner. They've been there for like 15 years or something. People have options, and I'm still really expensive, and I make people come to me. I don't go to them. Um, all right, let's talk about mobile therapists. I admit I have little to no experience with mobile massage therapy. I've done 2 mobile massages in my life and I hated it and decided I would never do it again. So kudos to those of you who are doing it. A lot of mobile massage therapists think that they have low overhead, right? Not so fast. There's the wear and tear on your car. There's parking costs, depending on where you live. If you live in a major city like Toronto, you're going to have parking costs and parking tickets. Escalating gas prices. A lot of you may have noticed that gas is more expensive these days. And then also you have the regular expenses that all massage therapists have, like your marketing and your advertising materials and the costs of networking and your website and your business cards and all that kind of stuff. Those are costs that you have. So don't think that just because you're going to somebody's house that you don't have any costs. You do. You probably have more costs than you're really accurately factoring in. And most importantly, your time. When you're a business owner, a ton of time goes into running the business outside of the actual hands-on hours. And this is especially true for mobile massage therapists. Unless you're always giving multiple massages in a single location, like unless all of your business is just going to one house and doing 4 or 5 people in that house, that could be a great business model, by the way. Most of you aren't doing that. Unless that's what you're doing, it takes you way longer to give a massage than it takes me. For me, if somebody comes to my house and they get a 60-minute massage, they come over, I take them in on time, we do the 60-minute massage, and then I give myself a 30-minute, it's not a break, but a 30-minute gap until the next appointment. And that's when I get to, you know how it goes, cash people out, reschedule them, disinfect all the things, turn over the room, do my charting. If I'm lucky, I can grab a snack, which doesn't always happen. So for me, to give a 60-minute massage in my home takes 90 minutes. When you're mobile, if I were mobile in a city like Toronto with traffic, to give a 60-minute massage, that could take 3 hours. Like, I'm telling you, it could take double the amount of time. And your time is valuable. Really, you want to get paid handsomely for your time. So don't forget to factor that in. This is why it's imperative to always factor our time into our pricing. We need to include the hours that we're working on our business. So like the marketing and the networking and the administrative work and the charting and the ordering supplies and all that kind of stuff. And the time it takes to get from one massage to the other. Because if you're mobile and if you're in a major city like Toronto or LA or Chicago or Manhattan, like somewhere that has a lot of traffic, that is time, that is gas, that is wear and tear on your car, that is stress. Like, that is valuable and you guys need to charge for that. Not to mention, I think a lot of people forget this, mobile massage therapy is a luxury service. Look, I need to pay a delivery fee when I order freaking pizza. So surely I should be paying a premium for a skilled massage therapist to come to my house and give me a massage in my home. That is a premium price. People have asked me if I would do mobile, and I said I won't even consider it for less than $300 because I'm currently charging $150 for you to come, plus tax. We have tax in Canada. It's no joke. So people are paying me $170 for an hour-long massage to come to my house. If I'm coming to you, I'm charging at least double. I'm charging at least $300. I wouldn't even consider it for less than $300. And, I wouldn't even do an hour. I would start at 90 minutes. I'd be like, if I'm going to come all the way to your house and schlep my gear and find parking and go through all the hassle of all that and bring the table up the stairs or the elevator, or, wherever it is, I'm not going to do all that for an hour-long massage. It's not worth it to me. So I wouldn't even consider giving somebody a mobile massage that was shorter than 90 minutes, and I would not even consider charging less than $300 an hour or doing a home where I'm seeing fewer than 2 people. To me, it's just not worth it. And these are things that I think that I'm not telling you what to charge, but you need to start factoring this in, because if you're a mobile massage therapist, you are probably not giving as many massages as people who work in their home, or people who rent a space, or people who work in a clinic, because you just don't have that amount of time, and you need to get paid for that time, because you're working just as hard and you're spending just as much time, even though you're not doing as many massages, and you're providing a premium luxury service, and you should be getting paid luxurious prices, I think. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. It really truly breaks my heart to see massage therapists basically concocting all of these excuses to undercharge. Like, you're actively looking for reasons to undersell your services. And a lot of those reasons aren't actually true. So my friends, please, I am begging you, please stop arguing against your success. We want you to be successful. We want you to thrive. We want you to prosper. And guys, we're massage therapists, okay? I'm not talking about jets and yachts and Gucci bags. I'm talking about making ends meet and having some left over for savings and taking vacation and just enjoying your life. And too many of you aren't even doing that. And that is optional. It doesn't have to be this way. There is help. You can get help. I hired a coach. I hired Rebecca, and she completely changed my life. So, yeah, low overhead. It's typically desirable. You want to cut your expenses when you can, without sacrificing the quality of your business, you know? And we want to maximize our profits. We do. You have to start thinking about profits and expenses if you're a business person now. This is how businesses succeed. You maximize your profits. But ignoring the reality of your expenses and under-earning as a result, that's a race to the bottom, and there aren't any winners. So that's my rant about low overhead. I don't think it exists. I think if you really take a look at what you're spending, and if you really factor in the time that you're taking to give these massages, you'll see that that's valuable, and that you're not making as much as you can, and you're not making as much as you should. And I think that's a problem. I think that's a plague in this industry. So if you want to learn how to calculate your rates so you can cover your expenses and get paid well for your time, comment numbers down below. I'll share a free training with you that can help you get clarity on what you should be charging for your gifts. Because you deserve to thrive while doing what you love. I think we all do. And I have that, and I want that for you. So, to learn how to build the massage therapy practice of your dreams, I want you to visit rockymassagepractice.com. You can find all the information about the academy there, about business coaching, and you can see what Rebecca's all about. She's the best. And if you are tired of hearing me nag you to do this, and you are ready to book a free 60-minute discovery call with a member of Rebecca's team to see if coaching is a right fit for you, visit rockymassagepractice.com/application, and you can book a free call, and you will be in very good hands. So thank you all for watching. Comment below with any questions. Comment below with the word numbers if you want that free training to learn how to calculate your rates. And if you do book a free discovery call, please comment below and let me know that you did that, because that is my favorite thing in the world, to celebrate you when you book that call and when you take that next step to succeed in your business. That is my most favorite thing in the world, when people come to me and say, I booked a call because of you, and now I'm going to roll, and it totally changed my life. So I love hearing from you guys, and keep in touch. I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. Thanks.